Are Brooklyn tenants going to see a rent hike despite Mayor Mamdani's promises? Welcome to your weekly local news roundup from the Brooklyn Eagle. It's been a big week for Mayor Mamdani, who this Tuesday finally announced his executive budget for the 2027 fiscal year, which starts in July. The Adams administration left the mayor with over $12 billion in budget gaps to fill. Now he says he's balanced it all, in no small part thanks to a $4 billion lifeline from Governor Kathy Hochul this week. The additional state funding and other measures meant that Mamdani could restore funding to public libraries that he had previously suggested cutting and invest $500 million in making NYCHA apartments more livable. But the budget proposal did slash $33 million from New York City parks, which are already underfunded. On Wednesday, a group including New Yorkers for Parks and various elected officials in Brooklyn called for more funding for green space, especially in areas like downtown Brooklyn, where park space hasn't kept pace with the explosion of housing in recent years. And some other Mamdani campaign promises may be falling short. Late last week, the Rent Guidelines Board voted for the first time under the new mayor on potential rent increases to the city's rent stabilized apartments. Despite the mayor's campaign promise of a rent freeze, the independent board didn't promise a rent freeze, and tenants and labor advocates in the audience were upset. But the board also didn't rule out not raising the rent. They'll consider 0 to 2% and 0 to 4% rent increases for 1 to 2 year leases, respectively. They'll also hear public testimony throughout June before coming to a final vote on June 25th. Read more at the Brooklyn Eagle website at the link in our bio and follow along to see what happens in June.